Look at the final paper we have, that is the Star newspaper. On the front page there, Raila can't beat Uhuru, says Musalia. Precisely. I am the best. Mudavadi says party says Jubilee still ahead in presidential race. So this puts focus now on the quest for a flag bearer within the opposition, NASA. I know Shege has had his thoughts, that it is a divided house, nothing is in order there. I'd like to begin with you, Peter. And when we spoke earlier, you said our president to be Raila Odinga, but ODM is within a coalition and it is trying to assure Kenyans that everything is well within the coalition. How can you come out and say that Raila Odinga is your president to be when it hasn't really been announced in public?
This is a coalition in the making, and every party has a push and shove who they prefer. As a member of the ODM party, we already gave our party leader to go out there and fight the flag bearer. Let me put this into perspective. What the newspaper said, Musalia Mudavadi said. When you read this story, it says the think tanks of the ANC are the ones giving proposals. Even YPA has given a proposal why they think Kalonzo can be a presidential candidate. Us ODM has given a proposal why we believe and trust that Raila Odinga has something stands for this nation. And what he stands for this nation makes him to be the president. So for us, in ODM, we believe Raila Odinga is our presidential candidate. Either in NASA, either in COD, either in ODM. That's our take. And more so, let me put this right. As you say that Musalia Mudavadi says, it's not Mudavadi. It's the making of the press. Because you know, in 2013, Uhuru Kenyatta defeated us by a margin of 832,000 votes. Then Mudavadi left with about 500,000 votes. When you go to Kajiado and Narok, Uhuru Kenyatta left defeated by only 9,000 votes. And currency stands already with those numbers together in NASA. I don't see how Uhuru will defeat us unless the moon turns into something different. Because when you see Mudavadi speaking, he speaks on behalf of his party. And it's not himself speaking. And I'm sure in the next 2 or 3 days, our party leaders are going to sit somewhere. And the smoke will come out. And my prayer as ODM person, the smoke comes out with Raila Odinga as the president. Because that's the only Iron Man who can deal with this.
Yes. The question has been whether at the end of it all, NASA will still remain NASA, whether it will be the Nyanza coalition, whether it will be just
NASA is NASA.
Yes. At the end of it all, the process that is being used to, pick the flag bearer, where does this leave Kenyans?
Okay, I wanted to comment on the paper, then I come to you. What is reported probably is a problem of translation, because Mudavadi was in Western and was talking in mother tongue. So maybe the reporter did not get the mother tongue clear translation to English. And sometimes this translation can misguide the country. And sometimes the opponent will always wait for such misrepresentation of the leader. To cause a ripple, you must throw a stone. So I will wish to really get the video recording of what Musalia said, but I'm very sure I was in Western and was talking in Luya, and that probably did not really got picked well. For the issue of the presidential candidate, you will realize that Raila has won elections before, but has not been declared a president. So saying he can't win, I think that is a wild ghost. What is there is that in the process of picking the presidential candidate, a team has been picked, a team of respected members from across the divide, and that representation is agreed by all the partners. The principals know who can beat Uhuru, and it is clear the nation is expecting that. And you can't really surprise us with the candidate whom we know can't marshal resources, can't bring the troops towards a clear win. So we expect as ODM that Raila is going to be the flag bearer. And we have no apology over that. What we want is that we give him the last shot at this race, and probably come next election, after the first term of Raila, other candidates will be considered. So there's big room in government for all, and just 4 can always fit. Our government is quite wide, and you realize presidency is not the only post. So there will be other posts which will absorb all the 4 principles. But what I want to tell the NASA team is that Kenyans are expectant of a NASA win. We should think beyond just the presidential flag bearer. We should think of a good government that can deliver Kenyans to the Canaan that can deliver Kenyans to the expectations, that can throw away the corruption scandals we have witnessed in the Jubilee government, that can bring the image of this country forward, that can deliver the dreams and expectations of the young people of this country. So what we expect is a government formed with people who believe in the dreams of our country. That is what we expect.
All right, Chris. Let's move away from that. Don't make this a